as somebody who came from the Nickelodeon world, and then, and I asked this as somebody who was on a network show for a while, stepping away and redefining yourself. I know you did. You did Now Apocalypse. You played a gay character, and then this though is completely out of your brain, written, directed, everything. Is it hard, easy, fun, exhilarating to subvert what people think they know of you from being a kid actor?
I think I guess I think here's the thing, like, and this is kind of going back to the first question that you had, Chad, was like, at a certain point, I was an adult. I go on this thing. You said like I like the craft. We don't the unsayable word, but like I didn't expect to get on to Nickelodeon. The thing about Nickelodeon is they're just looking for precocious children. Half of those are really good gospel, out of the church, singing good folk.
Right.
And the other half are deeply ADHD, like high school dropouts, problem kids. These are the
Which
people.
were you?
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you're leading us somewhere. I want to know where you're leading us.
I mean, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is that, like, when you get involved in Nickelodeon, they're looking for people who have the lights on. And a lot of kids have the lights on for various reasons. I was mature because of just the way that I grew up in the world that I come from.
That's
interesting. They want that maturity.
Does that dichotomy of like types of kids, does that create any kind of like cult? Like, is there like it's like two different types of X-Men. Is there like a clash at all, or does it create any kind of weird chemistry?
Yeah, you just
I'm
know. I mean,
curious.
like, yeah, and it's funny how they just sort of start to find the people who are like, oh, I see why you're here.
Yeah.
It's unlike any other art form or weird thing that television like when you do a show, a network television show or a cable show, everyone's like fully fledged people by that point. You know, they've gone through their whatever the way they grew up, and they're pretty solid. Like, these are really new people, and a lot of them are coming off of whatever they were raised and coming off of however your sort of circumstances, and trying to find themselves as professionals. To go back to your point, Julie, about the switch, it wasn't really a switch for me because I was just standing there, and Nickelodeon was like, you're precocious and you have the lights on. I had a lot of like reservations about going on Nickelodeon in the first place because I was like, this is sort of like not where I see my art going. But that's to say that that's a very young man's understanding of what all this means.
The lights on, that's like I really like the way that you're saying that. You're saying a lot of stuff that is really good use of language. It's really cool. The lights on, what does that mean? Does that mean like charismatic, smart,
yeah,
performative?
Some kids you just go like, oh, that's kids
like they're here.
Just a bit more. Their consciousness arrived a little earlier than everyone else's.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a beautiful way of
that's
putting
powerful.
it. And to what do you attribute that? Is it just the luck of the draw? Was it the way you were raised?
I'm not even saying it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I've been conscious longer. You've been conscious for a while. It sort of sucks.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah.
So like it's like it's a benefit from, I think, whatever 9 to 25, because everyone's like, wow, you just are
right.
You're there already.
Shit.
But then you've been conscious for longer, and so a long enough timeline, unless you have these systems in place and like good mentality in place, that consciousness can like sort of, that awareness, that constant awareness can sort of I think eat away at you and turn people into sort of create problems for people.
Damn.